live, episode 4. Very welcome.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Feels like we've been doing this a long time.
We've been taking a long time.
Yeah,
I think we're maybe a few days late.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
You're in the bush.
I'm in, it's like between two ferns.
So let's just dive straight in. I'm fascinated
By what?
by how you played on Saturday. So you went through like a really tough time.
Yeah.
You've gone through probably the worst series of injuries you've had in your career so far.
Yeah.
And then you were down about it. You can go through exactly how the injuries went and when they happened, all that kind of stuff. You were down about it. Then you played on Saturday, semi-final. You can tell me whether it was huge pressure. I imagine huge pressure. And you fucking absolutely nailed it. And then within the game, there was ups and downs. You got sin binned. So like, I'm just really interested, like, because I was worried about that game. I was like, fuck, like I just hope it goes well for you.
So
like.
was I. I was like, I felt like incredibly nervous before that. Like it was nearly like I'd started playing. Like when I started playing, I had those nerves again. I was nearly feeling like I was feeling like nauseous in the change room, and just trying to be as calm as possible, and not get kind of distracted by nerves before the game. But I think that's just natural. Like when obviously I had a few weeks off, like you said, with injury, and nearly feeling like I had a point to prove coming back, like in a game where it's such high stakes. There's like obviously the pressure to win because it's semi-final, and then there is the pressure on me that kind of I tried not to like let it affect me, but like it felt it there that I had to perform and like kind of make a point like when I came back from injury, because like the last couple of weeks, like I said, like it was just like unfortunate injuries. Like it's just kind of one thing onto the next. I did my injured my pec in like November, so I was out for a few weeks of that. Then came back a few weeks later, did my calf. That was a longer one. That was like 12 weeks, and then I felt like okay, I'm done being injured.
Missed the whole Six Nations.
Mixed the whole Six Nations, which is just bad timing.
And then the pec, the latest pec was kind of coming into like maybe a really important time.
Exactly.
Because you were like, I imagine you were thinking, miss the Six Nations, okay, but I can just focus on
the rest of the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then that got fucked.
And I felt in really good shape coming back from my calf injury. I felt like I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm fit. I'm strong. I'm where I want to be. Like in terms of my kind of physical preparation, and then 2 games in, played Scarlets, then played Edinburgh in the quarterfinals. Then just like Peck went in the first like 10 minutes from half time, and yeah, that in fairness that wasn't like a big one. It was just it was 3 weeks, but it was still just kind of like one thing onto the next thing, onto the next thing. So it was just kind of layers of frustration, but. Like, I've spoken about this in the last one. Like, I'm insanely lucky that I have a really good, like, medical staff and physios and stuff in Leinster that we can be like, okay, we're leaving no stone unturned here. We're going to go hammer this really hard, so that it's like you're ready for pretty much anything that happens, and come back with whether it's to do with my calf, my pec, anywhere. So we just kind of like fired on all cylinders and kind of attacked everything from every angle, but. Just though, like it felt so good being back, and it was nearly like I had this chat with our like sports psychologist in Leinster yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, like well, it's just it's not what you did; it was just the way you did it, and it just looked like he was saying like it looked like you were just playing with more freedom and more like enjoying it." And it was like to him after, like I was just like, "Oh, like it was just." well, like I might have been in the right place at the right time. And he was like, "Don't fucking say that." It was like you obviously did something that like he was like, "Don't be modest about it." Like you obviously did something to be able to perform like that. And I was just like, oh yeah, well I suppose I only focused on like I picked kind of 3 things that week to focus on in training and bringing it to the game, and that was kind of like my like acceleration onto the ball, my just like scanning like before I carry, and then kind of just trying to hurt someone when I'm running with the ball, and like it was just kind of like simplifying it, because I go into games sometimes and I'm like you obviously have so much to think about. Like the game is so broad and expansive that there's so many different things to think about. But I tried to narrow it down and just kind of simplify it. Less things to think about, and I could just focus on, I suppose, what I'm good at. Yeah.
Do you ever like? Have you ever worked on? Because like, I like rugby, right? I'm mostly interested in it because of you. It's like I don't want this to be a rugby podcast.
You have most of my own kit.
But I'm very interested in like the psychology behind it, and going through tough times in life and how you get through them, and how you learn from them, all this kind of stuff. So that's why I'm focused on this, right? But do you ever have you ever thought about like, or has it helped you where you approach a game? Like, do you ever think that like half of what happens here is out of my control?
Yeah, like I mean,
and like, does that give you some freedom? Like, why did you play with more? Okay, you picked 3 things.
Yeah.
Right, interesting. Why did you play? Why were you more relaxed? I think there was less pressure in some circumstances, or
maybe it was the fact that I was coming back from injury that I was just kind of like, okay, I'm feeling incredibly fresh here. Like I'm like if I make like subconsciously I wasn't going into the game thinking like this. I was maybe it was like, oh, maybe if I make a mistake here, it's like I've got the like I haven't had that like match exposure the last couple of weeks, so maybe if I make a few mistakes here, like it'll like, oh, I'm still a bit rusty, but like it just felt like I had the last couple of weeks, it was just kind of like, oh, I just can't wait to get back playing, injury, okay, can't wait to get back playing. So it was always like there's always something that's like pushing me on to like to go out and perform, and then but I suppose it was just that frustration over the last couple of weeks. It just kind of it felt just incredibly good to be back out in the pitch with the team, and I suppose that just kind of like that probably bled into like that kind of sense of freedom in the way I was playing.
Yeah.
Because like you can get so bogged down by like the structure and the detail and the systems in rugby like that you're trying to like stick to, but like at the end of the day you're picked in a team like there's so many different players that are like good at so many different things, and you want that in a team. You don't want teams to be just playing to the playbook. You want them to be expressing themselves in the way they play. That's what gotten them to that point. So yeah, I suppose I just kind of took the pressure of the occasion off myself and just kind of, I suppose, let myself go.
Amazing. And did you ever think before the game of what if this doesn't go to plan? Like, does that come into your mind? Do you?
I suppose it's always there. Yeah.
Is it?
As like it's like you're always like this. It's a win or lose game. Like it's a Champions Cup. Like it's semi-final. So you always have the kind of like it's not like doubts, but it's just like okay, like it's the best team on the day. It can go either way. Because like even like this time last year, we were talking about it before. Like we were sitting in the change room after the Northampton game, after the semi-final, after we lost, and we were just like remember that feeling of sitting in the changing room after that game and not like I suppose not playing to the way we want to play, and just let that kind of feeling kind of sit with you. And I suppose that feeling of what happened last year, like no one wanted to experience that in the team, and I suppose that's also a good motivator. It's like it's that side of things, but like yeah, I don't let it creep into kind of my preparation as much. I just try and focus on what I can do, like because like you said, there's so many uncontrollables like on the day.
Of course.
Yeah, that like there's no point worrying about them.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's like they're only just gonna hinder you getting away.
Because I just feel like that's just so applicable to life, like, or something that's really helped me. You know, because when like, for example, when we were setting up the gym, I was like real worried, and I remember saying to you many times, like, what happens if this happens, or maybe we shouldn't do this, and you were like, come on, Josh, we're just fucking doing it, like, do you know? But I was constantly thinking of like, what if it doesn't go well, or what if we, I don't know, all these.
What if something gets delayed? That like even just like about our start day. What if something gets delayed that we can't start the day we want to start? But like that's again, like you said, it's so applicable to everything outside. It's just like if that happens, like we have no control over that.
Yeah, but in terms of like me letting go of the control.
Yeah.
Right, that I've let go of. A member could, there's a session going on now. A member could break their neck, right, and like, but like yeah, worst possible case scenario. But it's like that's out of our control.
Yeah.
Like all we can do is control the controllables.
Correct.
But letting go of that has, I feel, allowed me to perform much better in my life.
Yeah.
And not just like in terms of business, in terms of lots of areas. So I'm just wondering, is it the same with performance on the pitch? You know, if you let go of some of that control, does it ease the pressure and allow you then to play closer to your best, you know, or give you better chances? Yeah, it's really interesting.
There's so much, like, there's so many different things that you can't control, like the ref, the weather, like there's like, on the day, there's so much things out of your control, like what the opposition do. Like, you can prepare as best you can for it, but like, at the end of the day, there's only so much like control you have over certain things, and the best thing to do is just focus on the things that are within your control.
Yeah, like your three things.
Yeah, and like just it simplifies everything. And like, cause there's so much like shit going on in the world, like everything going on, like Iran, America, like there's so many things going on that like can kind of knock people off, be like worried about what if this happens, what if that happens. Like it's not really, there's nothing we can do about it.
No.
So like the best I think the best thing you do is prepare yourself mentally for like what if, but also not kind of dwell on kind of the future when it hasn't happened. Like there's that quote, like we suffer more in imagination than in reality. There's no point in stressing about things that haven't happened or may not happen. There's like you're spending so much mental energy on
100%
on things.
That's because sometimes I even think like I feel bad about this, but like I don't read the news.
Yeah,
like
I'm the same.
I don't watch any like, and like maybe I should, but like I feel like I just want to focus on like myself, my friends, my family, my business.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because that's again somewhat in my control. Where the other stuff, like just I sometimes am like, what's the point in me getting so stressed about this? You know?
Yeah, worried or anxious about something that's.
And if there's ways, like, I don't really want to get into it, but anyway.
Politics.
Yeah, stay away from politics and religion. And the 6 weeks when the most recent pec tear, so you've torn your pec twice.
Not as bad as you.
Yeah, you're just not as much of an athlete as me.
Usually it would.
How those 6 weeks, you were quiet, more reserved. You went off social media for the large part.
Yeah.
What was going on?
I suppose I just wanted to take away more distractions, take away kind of things that I suppose I didn't really need, and just so I could focus on myself, my family, my training, be able to focus on like again what's inside kind of my control, what's in my circle, and I felt like that was good for me to kind of take a mental break from a lot of other things, and that's like I'm the type of person that when I'm kind of I'm trying to lock in, I like go, I kind of I find it, I don't text people. I would like I don't reach out, which can be a good and bad thing, because you're like obviously you're so locked in and focused on what you're doing, but again it kind of leads into a small bit of isolation. And like I mean I just kind of wanted to lock in and focus on getting back onto the pitch and getting my recovery back, getting like my nutrition all dialed in, everything like that could make me the better player when I came back from injury. So it's kind of like that. Like it might be a bit extreme in some cases, but I just felt like it was nearly the best thing for me to do, to be able to focus and kind of shift my mind, because like as an athlete, all you want to do is be out performing. You don't want to be in the rehab room with the physio, and you feel like a bit of a kind of like a spare part in the setup when the lads are all going out to train and you're there doing your own sessions and everything. So I was just trying to be as focused, I suppose, on everything I could do to make myself a better player.
So a little bit of eliminating distraction.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Exactly. Like how would you find, like in terms of like setbacks, how would you like usually deal with it? That was a very broad question, because setbacks, what's a setback? Like,
Exactly, what is a setback?
Yeah.
Like, I actually feel like I just live such a fucking easy life. Like, like I have nothing to complain about. Like, do you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, like everything is just so lucky, privileged.
Yeah.
Like, say small things. I kind of try and actually see them as like a challenge.
Yeah.
It's like somewhat a difficult conversation with someone recently, and I was like, view this conversation now, like this is going to be hard, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable, but like that is a chance for, you know, some sort of growth, maybe, or you know, experiencing something new. So you're almost trying to, it's kind of like the obstacle is the way, you know, like kind of flip it on its head a little bit.
And the obstacle becomes the way.
Yeah. But yeah, like I haven't had that many setbacks, to be honest with you.
Like, that's favorite, but like that's...
Like our lives are so different.
Well, I mean, like...
There will be a setback.
Yeah.
There'll be, I don't know, a recession or something.
Yeah.
And that'll be, I'm sure, like a massive challenge.
Yeah.
From a business point of view and also this lifestyle. So yeah, I'm sorry, I think hard things are going to happen.
Yeah.
Not too worried. Not too worried about it.
Yeah.
Ask me in a few months again.
This is about you now.
Wait, hang on. So, when you're lying in bed after that game, are you kind of smiling to yourself? Like, are you thinking, "Fucking what?" Like, are you happy? Do you allow yourself?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like talking to your psychologist. You know, and I'd be like this too. I'm getting better. We're slow to congratulate ourselves. We're slow to
Irish people in general, or just people?
I think
the Irish modesty.
I think we both probably have a bit of like perfectionism.
Yeah.
You know, need to be better, need to do more. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the reasons maybe why we're kind of, but also Irish people, we're slow to say, you know what, well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Andrew.
Yeah.
Well done,
Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah. So when you're lying in bed, how are you feeling? Or are you wired?
I was wired awake. I was like, it's like every time after a game, I could never, I find it really hard to sleep. But I watched the game back twice. Like,
Did you?
Just because I was like, again, back to that kind of perfectionism thing. It's like, oh yeah, that was good. But like, what did I miss?
No way.
Yeah, like
See, perfect. Can you just come away from that bush a little bit?
The bush doesn't like me.
And pause for a second. Yeah, perfect.
Rustling in the bush.
Sorry, you watched the game back twice.
Yeah.
How can you do better?
Yeah, like it's just like small things. Cause like obviously there's so much. Because like that was a set, like we're into a final now, so like it's like and it's not that big a window of time between. Like it's 2 weeks time. Like until the final. So like there's still like things I want to improve on until like to be able to kind of win that. So like, and even the sports psychologist was just like, don't just gloss over the good things. Like find out like why they happened or like what did you do to make them happen.
Nice.
And also like celebrate the like the small wins, which is true for life. Like you need to be able to take I find it really hard to be able to kind of take a step back and be like, oh wow, that was an incredible achievement. That's like that happened. That like that was a big event. That like whether it was the gym, whether it was like book lines, like there was so much things going on. But again, because there's so much things going on, it's hard to be like bit of breathing room. It's like, okay, that's done. What's next? So it's like sometimes I find it hard to kind of step back and be like, oh yeah, that was good. I jump between things quite quickly. Yeah.
On to the next thing. Like.
On to the next thing. Always on to the next thing. Like.
I think it's important. I think it's important to not do that.
Yeah, and like it's probably just so habitual in not just me, but I'd say a lot of people that is just like they're very quick to kind of find the criticisms on themselves and be like, okay, yeah, that was good, but it could have been better, but like. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Yeah, it's kind of toxic in some ways.
Yeah, like it can serve a purpose to an extent.
No, I think so. I think it can for sure.
Yeah,
you needs to be some like excellence, you know, and like
like standard. Yeah, but like I say, that was like.
But you can't let it fucking destroy you either.
Yeah, like I say, that was like for you at the start of 3-state. It was like, okay, wow, we've opened, but there's so much things to do, and to like there's so many other jobs that need to get done. I can't take a moment to celebrate this, or I need to wait a while maybe to see if it actually is like a success. 100%. Yeah,
sure. A lot of people ask me now, like they ask me how it's going, and now I say amazing.
Yeah.
And actually, someone at the weekend. I was on a golf trip with loads of people, and I was talking to people I didn't know, and they were like, what do you do? Have a gym, how's that going? And I was like, it's going amazing, so happy. But like they were like, God, it's so rare to hear someone say that something's going great, like, you know? So that's a big bit of growth for me to be able to say that. But then my follow up with, I'm kind of waiting for something to go wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nothing will go wrong.
Stuff will go wrong.
Just challenges.
Yeah. So listen, well done.
Thank you.
No, it's honestly incredible.
It's just nice to be back. It's just nice.
So good.
Yeah.
No, it's great. Super stuff, man.
Thank you. Now we're on to you.
You have a few questions for me.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get our personalities across in the podcast. So I was saying to Andrew there, just via WhatsApp, you know, ask me a few questions on the next episode, but don't tell me what they are. So I don't know what they are. So I'm gonna wing it.
I'm trying to remember. I have my phone there just to be safe. And if you guys have any questions for us, send them in, and we'll try and answer them.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, because we haven't really done a who is Josh Percival yet. Yeah,
well, listen. I also just before I answer any questions, like this feels wrong. Like this feels. I'm like, who fucking cares about Josh? Like that's
everyone cares.
No, but like,
Okay.
So I will answer these questions, and I'll answer them honestly. And like I get a lot of feedback on my Instagram being like, I'm really honest.
Yeah.
And like people seem to really like the most liked story I've put up, right, was last week when I went out for dinner on my own.
Yeah.
And I kind of like put up the story. I don't know, I can't remember. It was like first solo dinner or something, or actually enjoying a big growth step forward. And that was my most liked story ever.
Yeah.
It's like, why was that the case? It's because it was probably very honest,
Yeah.
open, authentic, relatable, resonated with people. So I know people do like that, but it still feels wrong me talking about myself. But anyway, I'll do
I
it.
don't think it should. Like, I think there's like.
But I'm not
there's a
Andrew Porter. Like, I'm not a professional rugby player.
But again, a lot of people won't like what people see a lot of me is just on like really good days, like on a Saturday in a game. Like a lot of what you put out there is very honest, and I'd say very refreshing for a lot of people to be like, oh, it's not like just the highlight reel, basically. Because I think that's like, you're a very no bullshit, no nonsense person. You're just like, you're very honest and open. I think people relate to that a lot. But yeah, who is Josh Percival? Episode 4. But like, we were talking about setbacks there, and like we have like something in common. Like, we both lost a parent. This is getting like, first question off the bat is gone like very.
I should be lying down. Go on.
But like, we unfortunately share that, which a lot of other people will resonate with. I'm sure like everyone's lost someone close to them. Like, how did you kind of navigate your way through that? Because obviously it was an incredibly tough time.
Yeah, my dad died 3.5 years ago from stomach cancer, and it all happened very fast. Like, he was told he had a year to live, and exactly a year later he passed away at home, which is what he wanted. And I was living at home at the time, so I was like caring for him quite a lot. And yeah, Jesus, all a bit of a shock. Like, we are incredibly resilient beings, and you just kind of get through it.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about this recently again, and I'm just so grateful for my life because I have such amazing friends. Like, we are friends.
Yeah.
Like, and I was only talking to someone recently who is going through a tough time, and they have very few friends to talk to.
Yeah.
And like, reflecting back on that conversation with that person, I was like, oh my God, I am like so grateful that we have like, there's like 15 to 20 of us who like are still really close.
Yeah, after nearly 15 years.
I think we're going to be friends for life. Like, you know, and we're actually like also just a great bunch. Yeah. So anyway, I really lent on my friends. Yeah. You know, and tried to talk to them as much as possible, hang out with them. Then that was massive support, absolutely massive. And also my family, like, we're so close. Yeah. As you know, so 2 older sisters and my mum, and like, you know, I was living with my mum at the time, so like, again, just lots and lots of support. When did I did a little bit of therapy afterwards. I don't know if it was that helpful, to be honest with you. But
found you got more out of your friends.
Yeah. And then like kept up the things like, it's hard to even remember now, to be honest with you. Like, only recently, this is deep enough now, right?
Yeah.
But like, when my dad passed away, I like, helped, dress him into his like clothes that he was going to be in for that night. And like, I hadn't really thought about that. Like, it's pretty traumatic, you know. And I hadn't really thought about that until I did start doing therapy properly, like every week, about almost a year ago now. Life changing, like Really, I've
Yeah.
gotten so much from it, and it was only really when I started talking to my therapist, I just started like bawling my eyes out talking about that particular moment. So it's funny that like you hold these things in, you think they're not that big of a deal,
Yeah.
or like that you kind of maybe push them down. Which, sorry, I don't know why my voice, but you kind of push them down. I'm running out of water. Which I think is also natural to do as well, and like they're gonna come back up then, you know.
Like people like are very good at distracting themselves.
Yeah,
But it only works for
a certain amount of time.
amount of time.
Yeah, and I think a bit of distraction also
Yeah.
is potentially helpful.
Yeah.
Which, you know, we're not fucking psychologists or therapists, but
Yeah. I think it's like going through things like that. It's important to, like you said, go like reach out to your mates
yeah,
and do things you enjoy doing.
yeah. Like I definitely view life differently now that my dad has passed away.
Yeah.
You know, and appreciate things more.
Yeah.
And amazing memories of him. One of my clients, you know, lost his dad young and also his brother, and he used to always say to me like, I at the time I was kind of like, is this resonating? But he was like, you know, they're with you everywhere you go now.
Yeah.
So it's like any important, say when we were setting up the gym, I would have loved my dad to be there.
Yeah.
To talk to about, like, you know, and to try get some help. But like my client was like, no, whenever you go into your meeting or whatever it is, like he's there, you know. And like again, at the time it didn't resonate with me, but now it actually really does. Yeah. And I kind of use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
And yeah, appreciate things more. You know, appreciate the smaller things in life. More grateful for things, and you know, maybe I wouldn't have had that if he hadn't passed away. So, you know, like...
Yeah. It's like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like it's...
Yeah, kind of like when you... I think it was the first episode, maybe the second one you said about with your mum. Like, it's the same thing. Like, you know, they're... Yeah.
Like, would you be kind of in this place in life if that hadn't happened, or...?
I don't think it would.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah. And, like, I'm really happy right now, so...
Yeah. Sorry, first question was there.
Great question. Keep them coming.
But what... Apart from obviously your day to day, which is like dietitian, like Josh has, I don't know how many degrees.
You get them wrong every time. So.
Registered dietitian, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Strength and conditioning.
No.
Masters in strength and conditioning.
Exercise physiology. Anyway, go on.
Even fancier. But like, when did you get, I suppose, when did you realise you wanted to step into this kind of space or that space?
So like back in school, we I think you've talked about this. Like we both had a PE teacher, David Jones, who like kind of. So it was in fourth year. I used to play a lot of hockey. Got injured. I used to always get injured, and I had nothing to do. Like obviously couldn't use my lower. It was my leg. Couldn't use my lower body. So I was like, I'm just gonna start doing these dumbbells at home. Started like changing my diet quite a lot, and then exercising at home. So fourth year, and then started to go to the gym in our school. Andrews, David Jones was every morning in fifth and sixth year. He'd be there at like 6 a.m. and I'd train with one of our friends, Steve. Yeah. Like just loved it, and I think then at that point I was like, I don't know what else I want to do. I actually put down. I'm also kind of interested in planes. You know, sometimes I still look at pilots and I'm like, that's cool. But like, I think the reality of it is it's probably a pretty tough, lonely career. That wouldn't really fit with the lifestyle that I like to live, like in terms of like my health and stuff. But
go golfing.
But yeah, so I had like aircraft, I think it was aircraft management or something.
Air traffic controller.
That's my next. So it was like I think Limerick was my first option. Sport and exercise sciences. I just wanted to follow my passion, like what I was interested in, and then just kind of it just rolled from there. Yeah,
and you still clearly have that passion in what you do. Like I could see it every day, but like is there days where you're just like, oh, like this is really hard, or like what am I doing, or kind of, I don't know, like, is there days where you were just like, oh, I wish I kind of did this or did that?
Okay, a few different thoughts coming to my mind. This morning I woke up in a pretty shit mood.
Yeah.
Coached a 6 a.m. session. So we were a small group personal training gym, so there was 12 people in the session, full session, 2 coaches. Firstly, get to meet one of the coaches, Mark, in the gym at 5:30 in the morning. Mark was in a good mood. I was like, God, I feel a little bit happier now.
Yeah.
Get to chat to a human being.
Yeah.
Then 12 members come in. All, people, we have similar values in here. I've talked about this before. 12 members working hard, interacting, improving their health, pushing each other.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, holy shit, this is the best job ever.
Yeah.
And then I felt great after. Feel like I'm having a good day now. So yes, there's times where I'm like, I suppose you just get reminded how great it is when you do it.
Yeah.
I love the business side of things. Love it because it's new to me. It's
Yeah.
interesting. I love trying to lead the team, get better at leadership, build the team, teach the team, improve the product. It's all really interesting to me. And again, it's new. But sometimes I'm like, what would it have been like if I went down? I'm kind of proud that I've stuck to my passion.
Yeah.
I think that's quite rare.
Yeah.
And also, like, I'm happy that it is helping people. Like, you're improving people's
Fulfilling.
health. It's very fulfilling.
Yeah.
That's the word. So yeah, you sometimes have to remind yourself, like, that you get to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I get to help people
Yeah.
and improve their lives while also, building a business. It's really cool.
Exactly.
It's
It's that kind of thing I get to rather than I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like on the flip side for me. I had no fucking clue what I wanted to do leaving school. So I was like, oh, I'll just go to college and do what everyone else is doing. I went to do economics. Like, I don't know anything about it. I couldn't tell you anything about it now because I know I was doing it for the sake of doing it, and it got it took me 6 years to do because obviously I was in training in Leinster pretty much when I left school. So I had no passion for that whatsoever. It was more just like it's a tick box piece of paper thing at the end of the day. But now I started doing strength and conditioning courses because that's something I always had a huge passion for, but never realized that's what I should do because this is what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
I kind of got led into the trap of college for the sake of doing it rather than going and doing what I'm actually interested in.
Yeah.
That was and like I said, I wouldn't be able to tell you a thing about
economics. Why do you think you're told? You're obviously told get a degree,
Yeah. I think in school, from young age, you're kind of
But even within the rugby kind of circle.
Because rugby's not going to last you.
Yeah.
It's not going to.
But do you think your economics degree make a difference when you retire? Having a degree, or is it more that it's in case maybe you get a bad injury?
I think
or you don't make it.
There's obviously the importance of having something to fall back on, like a degree, because there's so many players who get through the academies and everything and miss out on a contract, don't get a contract. So that's why they're obviously very big on younger players, but they're also encourage the older players to keep, I suppose, upskilling. And then they put on courses and stuff, and they make it quite easy to access courses that they can keep, springboard courses or kind of 12-week kind of modules. But I think it's important to have that, but it's also important to do something you actually enjoy doing, because then it doesn't feel like a waste of time. I remember just the whole time throughout college, I was like, what am I doing this for? And it got to a point where it was I've done this for so long, I may as well just keep finish it off.
Sunken cost fallacy.
Exactly. It was just, it's just, I wish I'd realised what I kind of, was my passion before that.
Why do you think you could have you could have done like an undergraduate in sports science instead?
Yeah, exactly. Like originally I wanted to do sports and exercise.
Performance or whatever
Performance science.
Yeah.
Didn't get the points for
Health
it.
and performance
Health
science.
and performance science, didn't get the points for it. So like that was like my I put that up there and I didn't get that, so I was like for sure I got like my 4th, 5th choice. Like, but yeah, I just had no interest in what I was doing in college. And like even now, I'd wish I'd gone back and done like a trade. Because I love working with my hands. I love working outside. I love just doing.
Still could.
Yeah,
Could you?
like, oh no, apprenticeships are like they're long.
No, but even when you retire, what are you doing?
I could be like, be the apprentice, the 40-year-old apprentice.
Yeah, that'd be class. People would love having you around.
I've been doing all the shit jobs, like go and get the coffees, like.
I mean, what a business to get into now. I think.
I know that's like.
Because Andrews, I don't think even do any of those. Do they?
Which?
Woodwork or
no.
But like, okay, in a world where AI is advancing, exponentially.
Yeah.
It's going to take over many jobs.
Not going to take over tradies.
But we're still going to need to eat, right?
Yeah.
So that's an industry that's going to be okay. Still need to exercise.
Yeah.
Gyms, okay.
We're AI proof.
Online training, different. I think actually people are going to even value more in-person interaction. But yeah, trades, like getting shit fixed, like it's in such high demand.
High price as well. They can charge because they can charge what they want because it's essential.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be very good at that. Well, you are good at it, you know.
I built a bench for the sauna area that hasn't fallen apart yet.
Fucking lead time was seriously man.
It was
over promise, under deliver.
Yeah, I had to make sure it was perfect. That's why a perfectionist. But apart from working, you're obviously incredibly passionate about that. What brings you joy and happiness in life outside of kind of the fulfillment that tree state and helping people?
Seeing my friends.
Yeah.
I think that makes me the happiest.
Yeah.
I'm happiest when I'm with my friends.
So you're happiest right now?
Yeah. Although I'm feeling pressured. Just like laughing with them, having fun. Love to play golf. I do love to exercise.
Yeah.
Recently I've been kind of, wondering a bit more. You look at things and you just wonder, you're like, geez, how is that working that way? Or like, that's amazing, that sunrise there. Or like, looking at the waves and be like, God, that's I sound like I'm high. But like I'm getting just much more satisfaction in life from really small things.
The little things.
Yeah. And I think, when I have a family, I imagine that's incredibly fulfilling and satisfying. Obviously, also a pain in the ass. Kids.
Ups and downs.
Yeah. But yeah, mostly I'd say, seeing my mates.
Yeah.
And my family.
Yeah, that's what I really envy that because
you don't get to as well.
I don't get to obviously I'm with my teammates and stuff.
Yeah.
But outside of it, I find it really hard to I'm so short in time. I'm always traveling for games, training, all this.
Yeah.
There could be a night out or something midweek or something. I remember back when I first started playing, I found it really tough because everyone else was going through that kind of their 20s experience.
I remember this quite well actually.
Yeah, and I was I'd be in it training at 7 in the morning or something, and I found it difficult to maybe I felt really I had FOMO for ages, and then I suppose I just kind of accepted it. But
I mean, it's a trade-off,
Yeah.
And maybe at the time you wouldn't think about it this way, but in order probably for you to get where you are today, that was a necessary trade-off. I think now though you're much more, you know, I would say you probably see your friends a bit more than you used to.
Yeah, definitely. I try and cut out time better than I had.
Yeah.
I used to be like, oh, like I'll only get to see them for an hour or whatever,
Yeah.
and like after won't be worth it. And then I suppose I'm more sociable.
Yeah, no, that's great. So important.
Yeah. But going back to referring to my questions.
One question for you. So with Leinster, it's been a very different, not just like your season, but like Leinster's season.
Yeah.
Very different to previous seasons. You know, a bit more like you're going into the final now in a few weeks. You're, you know, not favourites.
Yeah.
Like, it's been more of kind of, someone said to me earlier, a siege mentality maybe. Do you know? Like things, what's the atmosphere like compared to previous years? Coming in, I know it's only Wednesday and you only won the semi-final on Saturday, but like, how are things different? Are they different? Do you feel like it's positive that you're going in maybe as underdogs?
I think it takes pressure off. Definitely takes pressure off in that way. And like, you know, kind of psychology way, like it takes it off us, pressure's on them a bit to perform. They're like Bordeaux or like reigning champions. I suppose they have that kind of maybe the advantage of being favourites, but also the pressure of it. Like I know from past years, like you can let that pressure build on you a small bit, or you can kind of see it as maybe complacency in a certain way. But I don't know. I think it's just like the last few years of kind of coming up short. A lot of lads are just kind of like fuck this, like it's not. We need to do it this year.
Oh yeah, really.
Yeah, and there's, it's not letting that kind of get in the way of what you do day to day.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is like a sense of that it's just like the group is so special, and like you obviously lose players at the end of the season who are going to different clubs, so you want to be able to also give them a good send off in a way like that. But yeah, I think it's just like the way like the media and stuff like kind of portray the team and stuff. Like we're still in the final, and like there's still kind of like there's a lot of criticism from like the media and stuff, but we're the ones there. We're the ones who performed and got ourselves there. But yeah, it's incredibly I don't know, positive. Like I think this, like compared to other seasons, like it feels like we've been building really well. But yeah, no, it's just like it's really exciting. Like you can feel the excitement when you go in.
Nice.
In the morning. Like that's why it's so. Again, I'm incredibly lucky to be in that environment where like you could see the energy in people every day. Where like you might have had a shit night's sleep and you might feel shit in the morning. It's like it's what you were saying. You come in and you're picked up by the people around you. So I think,
nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Really
nice.
good.
Great.
We're where we want to be. Exactly where we want to be. So, but yeah, just go ahead and do it. Yeah, and we still have games to go until then, but yeah, it's exciting.
I'll try and go.
You gotta go.
You get me excited.
Business trip. 3 states.
Yeah, go look at some other gyms.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to ask me one more question? And then we'll leave the audience. I have an appointment in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Do you think you've changed a lot over the last few years? Or like, do you think you've changed?
Yeah, absolutely, massively.
Yeah?
Yeah, like so different. I actually described it to someone recently. I was like, I think my brain has done a full rewiring.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. Don't know why. Like, as in, a lot's happened. Like, obviously, you know, my dad passed away. We've been trying to set this place up for like were looking for ages.
Yeah.
I learned so much. Went through many challenges trying to set it up, loads more challenges. I was in a 6-year relationship that ended at the same time as setting up the gym. So like there was just like I was forced to change. I think. Did like a full year of therapy. So like I genuinely think I see the world completely differently than I used to.
Really?
So it's all positive change.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever been happier, to be honest.
That's amazing.
Having way better conversations with people, trying to learn how to have better conversations. Just life is fucking amazing.
That genuinely makes me feel like it is like it's infectious. Like it makes me happy knowing you're happy, but it also makes me want to obviously keep improving as well.
Nice.
I think that's like the kind of subliminal effect you can have on people by like I suppose what you're doing and how positive you are or how positive people can be, and then it rubs off on people.
It does. I love hanging around with positive people.
Yeah.
It's class.
Yeah. I think like that's a nice way to end this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I actually think that was our best episode yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
That's like
folks.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. And if you have any more questions or more guest suggestions, we're still in the process.
Well, yeah, we're actually setting up like a better setup.
Yeah.
So we're not like in bushes.
We're not rotating in bushes.
We'll have proper mics. So that'll be hopefully maybe for the next episode that'll be done, and then we'll get a guest on. We've a few good ones. A few people have sent in some great suggestions. So.
Yeah. Sit tight.
Thank you, folks.
Thanks very much.